Salam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good evening to lecturers. My name is AMILIA FATINI binti Muhammad KAMAL, student from Master of Halal Management. Today I would like to present my research proposal. Okay. First thing first, my research proposal. From here we can see the title is effectiveness of non-halal executive in maintaining halal certifications. Okay. A case study in two local micro company producing salted egg yolk and prepared cereal product respectively in Seberang Perai Selatan, Pulau Pinang. Okay. Alright, so this is my table of content. Okay, I divided my research proposal into three chapter, which is introduction, the literature review, and the last chapter before the reference is research methodology. Okay, so let's go through the three chapters mentioned. First one, the introduction, and for background of research, basically this research proposal is eventually want to investigate the effectiveness of non-halal executive in maintaining halal certifications. Okay, so we all know that basically in Malaysia we have two different halal management system, which is halal assurance system and also internal halal control system. Okay, it's not a problem for halal assurance system because every company that need to go through the halal assurance system, they need to appoint a halal executive to maintain their halal certifications. However, for small or micro company in Malaysia that apply internal halal control system, it is not mandatory for them um, to appoint a halal executive. Okay, so this non-halal executive is the main subject lah. Okay, the main subject for me to do research whether it is effective to have a non-halal executive in maintaining the company halal certifications lah. Okay, and in this case I choose two different companies. Okay, first one is both companies is micro industries. Okay, micro industry. One company is a salted egg yolk. They producing a salted egg yolk powder. Okay, and the second company is company which preparing cereal products. Okay, the significant difference from these two company is the salted egg yolk product using a natural ingredient. They only use egg for producing the product, only one raw material to be controlled because all other ingredient is natural ingredient. The yolk, the egg itself is a natural ingredient. So the non-halal executive only maintaining small amount of raw material, for the halal applications. Meanwhile, for the company who prepared the cereal product, they have a lot of raw material to be controlled. Okay, and due to the internal halal control system, because of their revenue, the company does not have halal executive, although the raw material is quite a lot. And then we see how the non-halal executive maintaining the halal certifications of their company. Okay, all right, next is the research problem. Okay, here I highlight that in Malaysia, each company that plan to apply for halal certifications, okay, they need the certified company must have a sufficient number of Muslim employee lah. Okay, and as mentioned earlier, the difference between halal assurance system, which is for the bigger, medium and multinational company, is they applying halal assurance system, which need to appoint halal executive. Meanwhile, for IHCS, for the company, the micro and small companies, they does not need to appoint halal executive in the company. Okay, the small and micro company appointed the existing. So due to no need to appoint a special halal executive in the company, commonly the micro and small industries will appoint their existing staff, which does not which possibly does not have any halal knowledge to maintain and handling the halal matters lah. Okay, so this is my research problem. And my research question, I come up with two research questions. The first one is, does the non-halal executive able to control the documentations required by IHCS and the halal certificate for raw material used for food production? Okay, the first research question is focusing to the documentations part. Okay, so whether the non-halal executive able to maintain the documentations part for the certification purpose. And the second one, my research question is focusing on how, what is the competency of the non-halal executive to manage their company's new or renewal halal application via My Halal website. Okay, because they may familiar with their own ingredients, but they may not familiar with the system itself. Okay, this is my research question. And next is my research objective is to identify the challenges of effectiveness of non-halal executive in maintaining, okay, in terms of maintaining the halal certificates in the company in terms of their documentation management. And also the second research objective is focusing on whether they able to evaluate the effectiveness through management of the company's my e-halal account lah. Okay, this is my two research objective. Only focusing to one, to check the effectiveness of the maintenance system by doing the documentations, and the second one, to check the effectiveness of non-halal executive in terms of managing their own my e-halal account. Okay, this is my research objective. Okay, and the significance of research. First, the finding of this research is actually to identify the current situation in small and micro halal food industry lah. Okay, for this part, I'm focusing for micro halal food industry. Okay, where halal executive is not a mandatory for them, and they commonly appoint the existing staff to manage the halal system in the company. Okay, these findings will be very critical in determining the effectiveness, whether it is the non-halal executive itself is able to manage or not able to manage to maintain the company's halal certifications. And this research potentially plays a role in promoting an understanding of IHCS implementation in field of industry. Meaning here, I try to highlight whether whether there is a need to appoint halal executive in IHCS company, not only for HAS company. This is the significance of research lah. Okay. Now we are moving to chapter 2, literature review. In literature review, I'm focusing on 5 part. First thing first is obviously the definition and concept of halal. Okay, to highlight more on what is meant by halal, what is halal concept in Islamic perspective and also in industrial view. Okay, and then the second literature review is I'm doing a review on Malaysia halal certifications requirement. Okay, the common requirement we are talking at the moment is MS 1500 revision 2019, and Malaysia halal management system revision 2020, and also the manual procedure persijilan halal Malaysia revision 2020. These three reference standard is focusing on the requirements that need to be fulfilled by the companies. Okay, and from here we can understand that the companies was divided by the revenue itself. Okay, we have HAS, we have IHCS, and from here we can understand that who need to apply HAS and who need to apply IHCS. Okay, in this case, companies that need to apply IHCS is small and micro industries, where the total annual revenue is less than 15 million. Okay, From there, I go deeper into internal, what is meant by internal halal control system, what is the requirement, whether it is need to have a halal policy, the SOPs needed, and so on. Internal halal control system. Okay, who need to apply internal halal control system and so on. And then the last two part is focusing on literature, what is meant by halal executive. And the last part is relating to the topic itself, the non-halal executive, what is meant by non-halal executive. This is the literature review that have been done lah. Okay. And then next part is talking about the research methodology. The research methodology, the first thing is the research design. For this research, I plan to adopt a qualitative method where I plan to come up with a research questions to have a structured interview lah. Okay, so to have a structured interview with the non-halal executive in both companies. Okay, the one that doing the salted egg yolk, and another one the companies that doing the prepared cereal. Okay, these two companies, they are the one that represent companies which have small number of raw material need to be controlled, and another one a lot of number of raw material that need to be controlled. And then the sampling strategy, the population for this study will include non-halal executive at 2 local micro companies producing salted egg yolk and prepared cereal product respectively. And these two companies is located in Seberang Perai Selatan, Pulau Pinang. Okay. The sampling strategy, I plan to employ non-probability sampling techniques to select a representative sample from the populations lah. Okay. And for the data collection methods is interviews, semi-structured interview will be conducted to collect qualitative data on effectiveness of non-halal executive in maintaining halal certification. And also the data analysis. For the data analysis, I plan to transcript from the interview and analyze to identify the key points highlighted by the respondents. Once the data have been analyzed, I plan to summary the key points and immerse shall be conducted to develop an understanding on the effectiveness lah, in terms of document control and also in terms of managing the halal applications via my eHalal website. Okay, I think that's it from my side. Thank you very much. Thank you to Dr. Riza and Dr. Isa and also Dr. Fazla. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.